Hi,
Wait,
welcome.
Um,
We're at Left and Right. I am Pam Corgi Butt,
and I'm Larkin Nightingale.
and welcome back to
Left and Right.
Seduce Me.
Oh, sorry.
I think I said that already. I'm sorry. Lark
We're
pushed
gonna
a button and I got
check
freaked
out
out.
the book.
Oh, check out the book. Heart.
I put my
It's a
feet
heart.
down on the table and lifted the book to examine it.
Love and Romance: A Study of Intimacy. James.
He has issues. Intimacy issues. James let out a small, nervous cough before he stopped
What if he
eating and
does?
placed his feet on the table. That's be sad.
Demons and humans are very different when it comes to affairs
I
of
remember
the heart.
Damien talking about this.
I merely wanted to try learning a little more while I had the chance.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Why is this in my
Found out
grandpa's
while I was
library?
looking in the room and it only
Your
just
grandpa was lonely.
Love is different to demons? How so?
James smiled before crossing his legs, getting comfy for the small lecture he was about to give.
Love isn't just a human emotion, miss.
He's like,
Demons like us feel them too. In fact,
Sorry,
demons
I
and succubi feel
feel like
emotions the
Damien,
most
do you
because
hear
of
this
our
shit?
innate sexual energy. However, we don't really
you're
experience
just like screaming in your head, and
We
Damien's
know
like,
of lust and passion.
Passion. But passion drives love.
For humans, yes. For demons, it fuels our need to breed and increase the strength of our lineage as well as quells the hunger we have for sexual energy. It's very hard for us to develop feelings from passion, despite how easy it may logically seem.
okay.
Your hunger for energy?
I could tell I struck a nerve with James. As I mentioned the word hunger, his arm twitched, obviously wanting to do something other than lay remain on the armrest of his chair. He continued speaking regardless.
Sexual energy is our natural food source and is one of two ways to keep us alive. In the abyssal planes, there are many demons to feed off of who are always willing to give their energy up.
I guess.
So, sexual hunger is never an issue. In the human world, however, we've come to realize that getting energy is a little more difficult.
Yeah, you gotta pay for it.
Can't you just touch a human for energy like you all did with me?
That only gives us so much. A touch is merely a taste, while intimate sex is a banquet for us.
Yeah, he probably got intimacy issues. I guess that was true. Humans are all about sex, and we're probably a lot more
Well, it depends
conservative
on
than
what
demons.
humans
at
you
least.
talk to.
It could be hard to gain sexual energy from a human without doing something to them or catching them in the right mood.
This is why we have a mind-altering ability to convince humans to give in to their desires.
Alright.
It's not 100% effective, but it gives us a better possibility to get what we need.
What if you don't feed on sexual energy? What other ways do you stay alive?
Food, typically. However, we're weak without actual sexual energy. Without sexual energy, we become less than human. We have no power nor moral consciousness.
So are you?
We basically start to become
Just ask me, James.
unfriendly.
Say it,
Are you hungry now?
'cause I am.
We know this chicken isn't gonna eat itself.
James didn't reply.
Fine, he simply stared at me, unable to answer. However, I could tell that he was. He was clutching the armrest tightly, digging his fingers into the leather. I gently leaned close to him from my chair and reached to brush my fingers over his hand.
If you really need energy, I'll help a little. No sex, but enough to stop the hunger, okay?
She really just jumps there.
She just, like...
She jumps the gun, yeah. Once again, I was greeted with silence from James. He seemed very nervous and uncertain about what to do. Now that the approval was there, he was also frozen from from my touch, softly and barely twitching at the feeling of my skin against his. I could feel his hand grip the armrest harder.
lightweight getting 50 Shades of Grey. I feel like I said this last time, but I feel like she's just so, like, yeah.
I know.
I mean, not to the
She
degree,
thirsty.
but in 50 Shades, she was just so, like, okay.
She was
You know?
so up for it. A small feeling of the boldness then ran through my body, forcing me to cover his hand completely with my own before leaning nose to nose with James in seriousness. I'm just like, here's the touch you need.
Alter my mind if you're concerned about me. I really do want to help you out. Ooze into warm, fluffy feeling I felt before with Sam and Eric.
I felt my body slightly heat up as James released the armrest and gently took my wrist. He gently pulled me under my chair and onto his lap, having me strapped. Oh my god. Jesus! Trigger warning!
I won't go overboard.
His
Before I
hands
knew
on
it,
the
his
butt.
lips were pressed against mine, my head beginning blah, 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 blah.
How? It's been a day!
So I went up.
True. I gently moved my hands to his shoulders and chest, melting in his lap and enjoying every feeling that ran through my body. I felt hot, desperate, and in need for the kiss. It does sound like 50 Shades.
It does.
One of my hands slid into his neck, into his hair, as James lowered his kiss to my neck. Oh my god, and doing the things that you shouldn't be doing. I didn't want the others to hear me, but they probably did. Damien.
Damien's in the corner like, oh.
Okay, James lowered his free hand to my lower back, pulling my body against his. I felt my energy slowly draining, causing me to struggle closer to James's hold on me. He lowered his hand to my waist, squeezing it tightly for his tongue. Oh my god. His hand then was then on the back of my neck. Y'all can just
Gently,
read it.
no, just.
Okay, I gotta look at what's
I'll read. You look ahead. I'll skip this one. James lifted his lips from my neck and gently leaned his forehead to mine, rubbing nose to nose with me.
Ned, Eskimo kissing.
He was gently breathing fast. Gently breathe. How do you gently breathe fast? Softly, red in the face, as deep into the moment as I was.
I'll go any further if you don't want me to.
What do I do?
We actually say keep going, jeez.
We do?
Yeah.
I could feel the whole blah blah blah. Keep going. Heart.
He's into it.
I opened the opportunity and I was enjoying it I wanted more, and I was going to let him keep going. He promised not to go too far, but this wasn't far enough for me. I gently leaned in and kissed him again, giving him silent approval to keep going. I could feel him pull on the tail of my bow, releasing it and letting it fall the neck. He moved the ribbon. I'm reading too fast. His ribbon to the empty seat before gently unbuttoning the top half of my blouse.
When they said ribbon, I thought it was like in her hair, and I'm like,
yeah,
what fucking ribbon?
That one.
Right there. I know it held together your shirt.
Before gently unbuttoning the top half of my blouse, getting no lower than above my stomach. The desire in my body drove me to move my sleeves off of I'm sorry.
I just imagine Damien downstairs.
Damien's just like trying to like eat his lunch. And like, oh my god.
He just to summarize it.
As he began to ravish my neck, shoulder, and hot kiss, I leaned my head back and then the pull in my body. Trigger warning.
He really
put a trigger warning.
Thirsty.
James kept touching and kissing me regardless. He was full, but he was as hot as I was and kept loving on my skin and on me. Couldn't even comprehend how much time we'd spent making out. It was so lost in pleasure that I didn't care. Call it sinful, but I didn't care. I loved it. His touch, his kiss, his heat. I desired to be on anything in that moment. Even as he lowered his kiss down my chest, just to above my brow. My heart was beating wildly in my chest. Something about James drew me to him, like a moth to a flame. I didn't know if it was his
something
aura.
drew me oddly to Damien for some reason.
His gentle smile, but something made my heart quicken for him. I couldn't have been love, but it was too passionate to be lust. What is it? However, I began feeling dizzy, seeing the ceiling start to spin. Oh, why are you looking at the because he's kissing her neck? Oh, her boobs. I gripped on. She started feeling dizzy, and I'm like, but they're making out. But I remember he's lowering himself. I gripped onto James's shoulders, trying to tell him to stop, but my mind faded back before I could get Lulaba. It felt good. I didn't care that I was blacked out. I felt warm and fuzzy in the darkness. I never knew indulging in that kind of passion would be so good. Now I just waited, awakened before. Blah, blah. My eyes eventually fluttered open, adjusting to the sight around me. I felt familiar skills. What? Familiar skills underneath me, letting me know that I was in. Oh, silk.
Skills?
Told you I can't read. I slowly sat up, stretching from the tiredness that still lingered. I felt very soft pain on my neck and shoulders, and I could feel my swollen lips pulse gently and healing.
Oh my, sorry.
However, when I looked down at my body, I saw that my shirt had been pulled back up and rebuttoned as if nothing happened between me and James. I was just missing my ribbon. Before I turned to get out of bed, though, I spotted my ribbon on the pillow beside me. Beside the one I slept on, pardon me. I was tired. It was tied. I can't read. You do it.
Okay. I gently slipped the note from the tie and opened to read it.
I apologize for indulging myself as I did.
Could have just put it back on her neck, but I mean...
Okay, what if you tied it too tight?
I don't know what's too tight. I stared at the note, unbelieving what I read. Why would I dislike him? I let it happen and I enjoyed it. It was cute, though, to imagine him asking for forgiveness for something we both did and enjoyed. Brought the rose to my nose and gently held... When did he get her a rose? Did I miss something?
Indulged myself too, James.
Damien, really? I looked at the time out of curiosity. The large white numbers on my phone showed 5:31 p.m.
Yikes.
4
hours of being knocked out and I still feel tired.
It was Sunday, so I was allowed to sleep longer if I wanted to. The remainder of the night passed by, surprisingly uneventful. The boys continued to train with each other, but were kind enough to stop and make me dinner. I was glad for that. Unsurprisingly, the food was perfect, but I felt a little empty without the boys to eat with me. They most likely had already eaten, but I still felt lonely. I couldn't let it bother me. I went back to my room. Things happened and I felt good.
Not those things.
I
Man, how long has it been since I got such good sleep?
looked up to my alarm clock. I woke up 10 minutes for my alarm.
Well, hey, I must be lucky today.
Well, hot dog.
Got lucky yesterday.
Oh, karma owed me some luck. After all I got through, all I had gone through in merely a handful of days, I
We
deserved
are
some luck.
struggling.
I know, ecstatic for the day ahead, I turned off my alarms before they could ring and get dressed. However, my phone started to quickly buzz.
Huh? Who's texting me this early?
Yo, Anderson! You're carpooling with us from now on. We're not letting you waste your money on a bus. Get ready and be at your gate at 7 stat.
I smiled. My friends were the best. I couldn't drive yet, and I didn't have a car, so it was awesome that my friends would let me carpool. I took the time. 6:30. Perfect. I can eat some breakfast before they come. I packed my bag. I ate some food. I walked to the table. I couldn't believe it. Who made this? I spoke aloud. Have a good day, yours. My Wait, did it have a name?
No, it was from James.
Oh.
It is like just
It
from
was weird.
yours, like I'm yours kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I
I
was
think
like,
we did
yours.
this with Damien too. I think like
Like we did it. I left. And I wanted to look decent, but I probably didn't.
Eh.
Oh! I turned to see James, who was holding my hand back with a concerned frown on his face.
My name.
Yeah,
Let's go to it. This happened this
My
early?
true name isn't James, miss.
I've only known you
I
for
want
like
to know my real name
2
if something
days,
were to
3
happen.
days.
Wait, what's his real name? Keep going.
True name, what do you mean? He gently pulled me to him and then closer to whisper in my
My
ear.
name is Raystro.
Raystro.
That's so much
It's
easier than
easy to
Damien's.
remember. I don't even remember Damien's, but it's been a long
Weird.
time.
Raystro.
As he said his name, I could feel it locked into my memory.
Risotto. That's what I'm gonna call him.
In my head to make sure I would never forget it.
Risotto.
I just James pulled away and smiles.
If you're in any danger, call my name.
Okay. I stared up at James and I didn't want to say anything. I could only nod in response. James smiled before kissing my hand and heading into the dining room. But they told me that name would be used.
See, this is why I want to go with like Eric or Sam because I want to have that like this intimate kind of
Yeah.
moment part.
Right on cue, Naomi drove up to the gate with Susie waving me down. I rushed out the door and we headed to school. Okay, I'm gonna skip this part because Someone's punching me. Hold up here.
Hold up.
Stand up and walk away. No.
No. Hannah. No.
Oh, the left history. Dad. We're gonna go pick him up. And we're gonna. Oh, Raystro!
Call him.
Yeah.
Risotto.
He's like, oh. All of a sudden, a bright purple light engulfed the room, causing the devils around me to cover themselves. Gusts of
wind.
rushed past me, almost forcing me back. I covered my face with my arms, bracing myself and standing my ground. I tried to peek through my arms to see what's going on, but the light continued to shine brightly. As the gusts slowly started to die, the light began to fade, revealing James pointing a strange golden gun behind Malik's head. When did he get a gun?
Baby.
It's all right, though. I'm here.
Damn. Some, like...
Malak stared wide-eyed behind him, unsure of what to do. He had no time to react in case James pulled the trigger.
Damn.
He was struck, feeling the presence of James' golden gun. Oh! So, you know Austin Powers Goldmember? I finally just understood what Goldmember meant.
What?
His dick.
Oh!
His member was gold.
Well, it seems like I finally have your cooperation.
Sorry.
I never knew that.
I didn't either. I was sitting there the other day and I was like, wait a second.
Wait.
I asked my mom and she confirmed.
and she confirmed it for me.
If you so much as flinch, I will pull this trigger and end you once and for all.
It's like some Grand Theft Auto shit right here.
I want to get a stand.
The remaining devils stared, trying to figure out what to do. Felt Malik's are watching in silence. Eris, however, walked up beside me, crossed her arms as she watched with an amused smirk on her face. Malik's growled, obviously annoyed at the predicament.
Stopping you, pretty boy.
Just me wanting to do this.
With no hesitation, James quickly moved his gun and shot both of Malik's hands. The gun dropped from Malik's shot hand onto the ground as he knelt over in pain, holding his
You
hands to his
son
chest.
of a bitch!
Before Malix could finish the sentence, James aimed the gun once again at Malik's head, causing the devil to stop talking
I
once
didn't
again.
say you could speak. Do you want me to shoot you in the throat?
James is kind of a badass.
James is
A total badass. I stared at James in shock. Was he playing with Malik? He seemed to act like a cat poking a sharp claw at the wounded rat. I almost said cat. Cat. I was warranted, but not what I James at all.
I'm going to give you 3 seconds.
I remember Damien
to get
kind of
on your
lost
knees to beg
He
for
was
his
forgiveness.
cool.
shit, yeah.
Totally lost his shit.
The next bullet goes through your
James
pathetic
got
hellborn skull.
entire cool, even more cool out of this. Alex hesitated, but eventually ended up on his knees. However, as he settled onto the ground, Malik wrapped his arms around James. Oh, I thought it was like, save me. Like a piece of it. I gasped but remained still as I watched James aim and fire a shot into Malik's back. Malik's released James's leg. However, for some reason Malik didn't fall over and die. He remained still, staring ahead of himself in pure shock and pain. I could only watch in silence as James lifted his leg out of Malik's embrace and kicked Malik to the side.
Disobedient until the very end, huh?
I think James is about to lose his call.
No. He instantly went from frantic to still in energy. What could have been described in tone as the color red quickly turned into a deadly mix of purple and gold as everything began to blend together all at once. I stared as James seemed to grow more menacing towards Malix. However, he quickly looked at me with a face of concern.
Please, forgive me for this.
Okay.
Are you gonna kill me? I grew confused, but wasn't allowed to think on it as James looked back down at Malix once again. James's eyes began to glow bright gold as James lifted Malix by his collar and pulled him up off the
It's
ground.
high time you discovered the true power of demons.
James's voice had changed, sending me a shiver down my spine. His appearance also started to change, but before I could see clearly what James was becoming, my eyes were covered.
It's me. Don't look.
Oh, it was Eric doing it last time, I think. I listened carefully and let the last 2 words linger in my head. Don't look. Don't cover my eyes. I can't see. I wanted to know, but something told me to obey Damien's command. I could hear Malik struggling to get out of James's grasp and the rich, bright sounds of my mad...
Let me! As you wish.
Woo! The sounds of demonic screams and cries bellowed out of the sudden, causing me to tense up in Damien's hands. Max began to scream in agony, straining as if he was being pulled somewhere against his will. Max's voice began to trail out into an echoey whisper as the magic sounds in the air consumed his cries. Soon enough, the cries and wisps of magic stopped, leaving the air as silent as could be. Damien didn't remove his hand.
Jeez, James. Haven't seen you use that trick since the intruder in Demon Castle. But you're losing your touch. You even lost your glamour spell.
It couldn't have been helped.
Glamour? What did it mean? Why did James sound so different? Huh?
Why?
Abby?
Smell that makes
me.
us look human.
Thank you, Damien.
I found it look human. So you heard on my narration earlier. They didn't look like humans after all. What did they look like?
Like demons.
Oh, shit. Oh. Was it Matthew? Knew what Damien was talking about. Matthew spoke up, followed by the sound of a cork popping out of a bottle.
Not for much longer.
I thought it was like opening like a bottle of champagne. Woo! We did it!
Thank you, Matthew.
I could hear the smoke clicking of glass. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Oh god. Finally, Jamie moved his hands from my eyes, allowing me to see around me. Once again, the devils, including Eris, had fled. And we will end the episode here today. Thank you all for watching.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Indeed.
If you like,
Getting intense.
I want to go back and do everyone's
Yeah, I know.
story arc. So let
never-
us know who you want to do next.
I never knew James was a badass.
James is quickly turning into daddy. Like, yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna go down that road. So Lark want to do James. So now it's Eric, Sam, and Matthew.
Let's do Matthew and Sam.
We'll do Matthew and Eric last.
Yeah, let's do Sam next then.
Okay.
Let's just get him out of the way.
Or if you have,
Get him out of the
or if
way.
you have any others, if you have other suggestions to do this, we'll do the second one later when we have money because we're poor. So, give us money. That's what I'm saying.
Better equipment.
Yes, because we're also poor, but we're gonna try. Anyway, that's all we have. So like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, the last video, go check out our first series where we cahooted with Damien, and I cried a lot. And until next time, have a good life. And, you know, enjoy the weather. That's all I got. Bye.
Good beat.